Nastaʿlīq and taʿliq is one of the main calligraphic hands used in writing the Persian script, and traditionally the predominant style in Persian calligraphy. It was developed in Iran in the 14th and 15th centuries. It is sometimes used to write Arabic language text, but its use has always been more popular in the Persian, Turkic and Urdu sphere of influence. Nastaʿlīq has extensively been practiced in Iran, Pakistan, India, Afghanistan and other countries for written poetry and as a form of art. A less elaborate version of Nastaʿlīq serves as the preferred style for writing the Kashmiri, Punjabi and Urdu, and it is often used alongside Naskh for Pashto. In Persian it is used for poetry only. Nastaʿlīq was historically used for writing Ottoman Turkish, where it was known as taʿliq. Nastaʿlīq is the core script of the post-Sassanid Persian writing tradition, and is equally important in the areas under its cultural influence. The languages of Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and the Turkic Uyghur language of the Chinese province of Xinjiang rely on Nastaʿlīq. Under the name taʿliq, it was also beloved by Ottoman calligraphers who developed the Diwani and Rukâ styles from it. Nastaʿlīq is amongst the most fluid calligraphy styles for the Arabic alphabet. It has short verticals with no serifs, and long horizontal strokes. It is written using a piece of trimmed reed with a tip of 5 to 10 mm, called kalam, and carbon ink, named davat. The nib of a kalam can be split in the middle to facilitate ink absorption. Two important forms of Nastaʿlīq panels are calligraphy and samashq. A calligraphy panel usually consists of 4 diagonal hemistiches of poetry, clearly signifying a moral, ethical or poetic concept. Samashq panels, however, communicate via composition and form, rather than content. In samashq, repeating a few letters or words virtually inks the whole panel. The content is thus of less significance and not clearly accessible. History. After the Islamic conquest of Persia, the Iranian Persian people adopted the Perso-Arabic script, and the art of Persian calligraphy flourished in Iran as territories of the former Persian Empire. Apparently, Mir Ali Tabrizi developed Nastaʿlīq by combining 2 existing scripts of Nash and taʿliq. Hence, it was originally called Nastaʿlīq. Another theory holds that the name Nastaʿlīq means that which abrogated taʿliq. Nastaʿlīq thrived, and many prominent calligraphers contributed to its splendor and beauty. It is believed that Nastaʿlīq reached its highest elegance in Mir Imad's works. The current practice of Nastaʿlīq is, however, heavily based on Mirza Reza Khalhor's technique. Khalhor modified and adapted Nastaʿlīq to be easily used with printing machines, which in turn helped wide dissemination of his transcripts. He also devised methods for teaching Nastaʿlīq and specified clear proportional rules for it, which many could follow. The Mughal Empire used Persian as the court language during the rule over South Asia. During this time, Nastaʿlīq came into widespread use in South Asia. The influence continues to this day. In Pakistan, almost everything in Urdu is written in the script, constituting the greatest part of Nastaʿlīq usage in the world. The situation of Nastaʿlīq in Bangladesh used to be the same as in Pakistan until 1971, when Urdu ceased to remain an official language. Today, only a few people use this form of writing in Bangladesh. Nastaʿlīq is a descendant of Nash and taʿliq. Shikasta Nastaʿlīq style is a development of Nastaʿlīq. Notable Nastaʿlīq calligraphers: Mir Ali Tabrizi, Miri Mad, Mirza Buzurg I Nuri. Mishkan Kalam, Mirza Muhammad Reza Kalor, and others, including Mirza Jafar Tabrizi, Abdul Rashid Delami, Sultan Ali Mashhadi, Mir Ali Haravi, Emad al-Kotab, Mirza Ghulam Reza Esfahani, Ahmad al-Kotab, Yaqut Mostasami, and Darvish Abdul Majid Talagani. And among contemporary artists, Hassan Mirkhani, Hossein Mirkhani, Abbas Akhavin and Kyolam Hossein Mirkhani, Ali Akbar Kaveh, Kabali. Etiquette. Islamic calligraphy was originally used to adorn Islamic religious texts, specifically the Quran, as pictorial ornaments were prohibited in Islam. Therefore, a sense of sacredness always hovered in the background of calligraphy. A Nastaʿlīq disciple was supposed to qualify himself spiritually for being a calligrapher, besides learning how to prepare kalam, ink, paper and, more importantly, master Nastaʿlīq. For instance, see Idab al-Mashku, a manual of penmanship attributed to Miri Mad. Nastaʿlīq typesetting. Nastaʿlīq typography first started with attempts to develop a metallic type for the script, but all such efforts failed. Fort William College developed a Nastaʿlīq type, which was not close enough to Nastaʿlīq and hence was never used other than by the college library to publish its own books. The state of Hyderabad Deccan also attempted to develop a Nastaʿlīq typewriter, but this attempt failed miserably and the file was closed with the phrased preparation of Nastaʿlīq on commercial basis is impossible. Basically, in order to develop such a metal type, thousands of pieces would be required. Modern Nastaʿlīq typography began with the invention of Nastaʿlīq, which was first created as a digital font in 1981 through the collaboration of Mirza Ahmad Jamilti and monotype imaging. Although this was a groundbreaking solution employing over 20,000 ligatures which provided the most beautiful results and allowed newspapers such as Pakistan's Daily Jang to use digital typesetting instead of an army of calligraphers, it suffered from two problems in the 1990s. Its non-availability on standard platforms such as Windows or Mac OS, and the non-WYSIWYG nature of text entry, whereby the document had to be created by commands in Monotype's proprietary page description language. Currently, Microsoft has included Urdu language support in all new versions of Windows, and both Windows Vista and Microsoft Office 2007 are available in Urdu through Language Interface Pack support. Most Linux desktop distributions allow the easy installation of Urdu support and translations as well. Windows 8 was the first version of Microsoft Windows to have native Nastaʿlīq support through Microsoft's Urdu typesetting font, Nastaʿlīq Electronic Publishing and DTP. In 1994, InPage Urdu, which is a fully functional page layout software for Windows akin to Quark Express, was developed for Pakistan's newspaper industry. This was done by an Indian software company, Concept Software Private Limited, led by Rarendra Pratap Singh and Vijay Krishan Gupta, with the input and help of Firoz Hashmi, expert in calligraphy and AMP Urdu language, and a UK company called Multilingual Solutions led by Kamran Ruhi. In this version, 40 other non-Nastaʿlīq fonts which were created by Saeed Mansur Hassan Zaidi. They licensed and improved the Nastaʿlīq font from Monotype at the time. This font, with its vast ligature base of over 20,000, is still used in current versions of the software for Windows.
As of 2009, InPage has become Unicode-based, supporting more languages, and the centuries.Nastaʿlīq font with Khurshida developed by Saeed Mansur Hassan Zaidi, Access Soft Media Private Limited, has been added to it along with compatibility with OpenType Unicode fonts. Nastaʿlīq Hashish has been made for the first time in the history of Nastaʿlīq typography. InPage has been widely marketed and sold in the UK, India and elsewhere since 1994, and is utilized in the majority of UK schools and local authorities where Urdu is a main language of pupils and constituents. InPage is also reported to be in use on millions of PCs in India, Pakistan and other countries of the world. Nowadays, nearly all Urdu newspapers, magazines, journals, and periodicals are composed on computers via various Urdu software programs, the most widespread of which is the InPage desktop publishing package. Nastaʿlīq. Nastaʿlīq style is a successor of Nastaʿlīq. Gallery